This is the Green Mile. We just finished it.
Welcome to Medicine Man, the most sophisticated marijuana growing operation in the world, or so says its owner, Andy Williams. And in the world of marijuana, how big is this facility? How big a deal is this facility?
It's a big deal. I don't think there's a better one in the world. There's bigger, but there's not better. Come on in.
An exclusive look at an exclusive facility. With pot legal here, the art of growing now a science. Every element of every plant's life controlled to the smallest detail.
Yeah. So in the manufacturing process, you want to control the inputs so that you have consistent output. And so that's what we're doing with this. We're controlling one of the bigger inputs into the system, which is water.
And not just any old water, an industrial-sized reverse osmosis machine purifies solids from this water down to 1 part per million. Most tap water has solids about 50 parts per million. These plants, pampered in every way.
So what you see here are the different flower rooms. There's 4 different flower rooms down here. Each of them have their own 15 tons, 3 different machines of atmosphere control.
Usually used to keep high-end computers cool, these computer room atmosphere control units have been repurposed for pot. Temperature, humidity, and carbon dioxide can all be monitored and adjusted. When anything is off, even by a single degree, it's a red alert. What's happening right here now? Why is this on red?
Well, let's look. So if we press this alarm button, it'll tell us that the air temperature is too high according to our settings.
The room is 77.1 degrees. These plants get 76 degrees. In this first year, Williams expects Medicine Man to bring in about $9 million. He estimates gross income will more than double in year 2. Business booming. So this is the new Medicine Man.
This is it. This is
retail only.
Yes, I already see the completed project. I know you see something less than that, but I see it in my mind.
I see a former Arby's and a former Mexican food restaurant. And you see a pot shop.
I do. It's going to be so gorgeous.
His new establishment, set to open in November, will be for recreational pot only. No medical marijuana here. In July, recreational sales outdid medical for the first time ever. Most expect the recreational business to keep booming.
The demand in the state we consider to be about 130 metric tons.
130 metric tons, the same weight as NASA's yet-to-be-built and ginormous SLS-130 rocket. 130 metric tons is the demand for both residents and tourists for all types of weed, recreational, medicinal, and even the black market stuff. Because legal pot is still expensive here, as much as $500 an ounce, the black market thrives.
We believe that about 55 metric tons is being supplied by the black market. Then there's about 80 or so metric tons that are being supplied by us.
Barbara Broll is overseeing implementation of Colorado's grand marijuana experiment, the state now allowing more growers and retail shops to enter the market. Every step, Economics 101.
We have to be really careful because what we really want is supply and demand to be equal. Because if you have too much supply, prices drop.
Making it possible Colorado pot could move into other states. If the supply is too low, the black market keeps flourishing. The new market here is still a work in progress. What are we looking at here?
So this is our chemistry lab.
Jennifer Murray, founder and president of CanLabs, has a front row seat in this new industry. Her CanLabs has quadrupled in size over the last year as regulations for testing and controlling marijuana products have kicked in, testing everything from pot strength to contaminants to portion control.
4 years ago, edibles said 1x, 2x, or 3x. We didn't know what the X was, but that's where it started, so we've definitely progressed.
What will it say today?
Today it'll give you a milligram per gram.
Truth in pot advertising, controversial here. First exposed by the Denver Post's The Cannabis, some edibles contain too much of the drug, others way too little.
Many of these 100 milligram labeled packages had less than 1 single milligram. One of the manufacturers out there was ripping people off.
Growing pains for a new industry. Colorado's cannabis culture getting higher and being watched closely around the world. Miguel Marquez, CNN, Denver.